Hello, this is Brian Reich with Reich Web Consulting, back with another WordPress video tutorial. Well, my intention in this video was to talk about creating and editing posts. But there's something we have to talk about first, and that is the WordPress editing experience itself. Up to WordPress 5, WordPress had a relatively simplistic editor. It was basically like Microsoft Word or Google Docs. It was for editing text. Sure, you could drop in things like images and widgets and stuff like that, but it was basically a text editor. Now with WordPress 5, they've switched to something called the Gutenberg Editor, which I'll show you in a moment, which is a block-based editor. And I'll show you what I mean. Let's go ahead and click Add New, which will start the new post creation experience. And this is the Gutenberg Editor, and this is the first time I've opened this window, so it's showing me tooltips. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. Now, here we're going to add our post title. And now it says start writing or type type slash to choose a block. All right, so these are all the different blocks that we have to choose from. And if we don't want to use a block, heck, we can just type, and this is pretty simple, right? We can use the options up here to edit our text. But this is a fairly complex editor. You've got a lot going on here, right? As you can see here, we've got a paragraph block. We've got another paragraph block. We can add different blocks either by typing a slash, as we were told, or by using the add block icon up here. My problem is that, well, a lot of you aren't ever going to see this if you haven't upgraded to WordPress 5 yet. And a lot of the WordPress community is still up in the air about Gutenberg, so I can't recommend yet that you make the leap. But if you have WordPress 5 and you are very confused by the WordPress Gutenberg editor, I've got a solution for you. Let's go to Plugins, Add New, and we're going to install our very first plugin. Hey, look at this right here. Classic Editor. Look at that. That's what we want to install. Now, if you don't see that on the list that comes up immediately, go ahead and just type in Classic Editor into the Search Plugins box and hit Enter, and you'll find it. We're going to go ahead and click Install Now. And then we're going to go ahead and click Activate after it installs. And what this is going to do is it's going to give us the WordPress 4 editing experience by default. All right, so now we have our classic editor installed. Let's go back to posts. And what we're going to see here is, here's our post title, okay? That's the post we were editing. If we go into that, we have the classic WordPress editor experience, okay? So if you aren't ready to use Gutenberg yet, well, guess what? You don't have to. You can install the classic WordPress editor plugin, and here you go. You're back to the classic WordPress editing experience. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to talk about how to use both of these so you're familiar with the classic editor and the new Gutenberg editor, which will eventually be the standard on WordPress. All right, stick around.